friends, Sarah here with The Holy Mess, and in this video I'm going to share with you why it's so important to have in your life both grace and fire and to balance those out. It's a lot of fun to be back here with you. Over the last month we did a fabulous series called Faith Over Fear, and every single day for 30 days I did a devotional video, and we are in the works now of making that into a book that will be on Amazon, so I will definitely let you know when that comes out. But in the meantime, if you want the link, I can share the link with you. You can go back and watch all the videos, or they're on YouTube, and we're just really having a lot of fun with people watching those. So that was the Faith Over Fear series. Today I want to talk to you about this concept of grace and fire. I just happened to hear someone mention this phrase. It was actually in a workout video on YouTube that I did, and she said, you know, have a day with grace and fire. And I thought, oh my goodness, that is such a good description of who we want to be and where we want to be in our Christian life. I love that. If I didn't already have a name for my website, I'd pick that for my website name, even though I love the name The Holy Mess. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. But think about where you are in life right now, maybe issues that you're, constantly dealing with, you're struggling with, and how are you doing with having both grace and fire? I think about weight loss. So many of you are following. I've shared my 100-pound weight loss story and how I continue to work pretty diligently to maintain that weight loss, and it requires a lot of effort, and I need grace. I have to give myself compassion. Something that I learned during my weight loss journey was that I had to have compassion for myself, or it was never going to work. I was never going to make it. And especially God's grace and compassion for me, His love, His forgiveness. But I also needed some fire. I got to get some fire in me. If I want to lose 100 pounds, that's a lot of work, and that's hard. And that's going to require sacrifice, and that's going to require dedication. And the same has been true with keeping that weight off. It requires work. It requires intention. It requires sacrifice. It requires dedication. Think about the relationships that you have. Do you have grace? Are you graceful? Are you forgiving? Are you compassionate? Do you look for the best in other people? But you also got to have some fire in you. It takes work to make relationships work. Are you willing to put in the work and the commitment? Think about your job, your work, and I don't care if you're retired, God still has vocation for you. And this is especially true if you run a business like I do. You need grace and compassion both for your clients and your customers and for yourself. And you got to have some fire. You got to bring it, because you're the one who's motivating yourself and needs to have that intention every single day. So I think a lot of us, just because of our personality, the way we were raised, things like that, we tend to lean one way or another. So we tend to have lots of fire, lots of passion, but then maybe we are really, really hard on ourselves and really hard on people that we love, and we don't have as much grace. And then there's other people that really have the grace. They are compassionate, forgiving, but maybe they need to turn up the fire a little bit if they want to get things done. So I'd be curious to know in the comments, where do you see yourself land? Do you need to work on having more grace and compassion, or do you need to work on having a little bit more fire? I can tell you, for me, I've got the fire. I can bring the fire, but a lot of times it's the grace and compassion where I have to work. I can steamroll over other people or be way, way too hard on myself because I don't have that grace and compassion, but it's an area where God is growing me, molding me, using me, that I'm starting to have that. So for today, I would love for you to respond in the comments and tell us if you need more grace or more fire. And throughout the day today and the next couple days, I want you to be thinking about this and really think about, is this a situation where I need more grace, I need more fire, and how can I rely on God's power to do just that? All right, have a wonderful day, friends. Take care. Bye-bye.